At some point during their conversation, Rosie checks on Trinity. She realizes her daughter is unconscious and unresponsive.
Oh
Scared and
shit,
confused, Rosie calls 911. While Rosie is still on the phone with the dispatcher, an officer arrives at Quality Inn Hotel Room 206. Inside, he finds Rosie frantic. Trinity is lying on her back in the bed, still unconscious.
bruh. Ain't no way he did that, yo.
Kennedy is
That's
in the room with them.
crazy. What's really real? Should play a partner. Gwalla Boy Slim. Finna do this reaction video. Y'all make sure y'all ring the doorbell before y'all come up in my house. Choke slam that subscribe button. Power bomb that subscribe button. Backflip kick that ring bell so you can get them notifications. But look, we got a crazy one, right? We finna do a reaction video to this crazy Manny situation that happened back in 2021, where this boyfriend, he had to unalive, or he didn't have to, but he unalived this little kid. We just gonna get straight into it, man. I gotta figure out what's going on. So
Trinity Maria Kiles was born April 9th, 2021, in Savannah, Georgia, to her mother, Rosie Kiles. Her mother, grandparents, aunts, and cousins know her as a shining, happy girl. Photos of Trinity, lovingly nicknamed Trin Trin, show off her brown eyes and big smile. Her family remembers her dancing to her favorite song, Usher's ABC song from Sesame Street. It often plays from the tablet used to video chat with her grandparents and other family members. Anyone who's been on a video call with Trinity knows how eager she is to press the red end button
precious little girl, man. Let's keep it going.
on the screen and laugh jovially about it.
Oh yeah, don't mind me, y'all. I'm just, getting into it real quick. I got me a little bit of yams here, some salmon, a little bit of chicken, a little protein, you feel me? What y'all want some? I got a little bit left on the stove, yo. I'm gonna say y'all some leftovers. We finna get into this video. I'm gonna say y'all some leftovers though. Let me know in the comment section if y'all thinking this busting. All right.
Loved ones describe Trinity as a little diva. They reminisce about days spent playing at the park, taking selfies with her parents, and playing with her baby doll. It wasn't long after celebrating the lively little girl's second birthday that her family's world would flip entirely upside down,
Damn,
and
she
the
was only
shining light
two?
they remember her being would suddenly go very dark.
She was only
On the
two.
evening of May 2nd, 2023, Trinity's mom, Rosie, leaves work and heads to the Quality Inn Hotel, where she's been living in Duluth, Georgia. While Rosie was at work, she left her boyfriend, Malik Kyrie Kennedy, in charge of watching her little girl. Though she hasn't.
That that off the rip. We starting off the rip. That was your first mistake right there. Stop leaving these. Stop leaving y'all kids with these niggas that y'all barely even know. That's rule number one right there. I don't care if you got, oh, I ain't got no babysitter. Oh, woo, woo. Look, man, y'all be so intrigued and y'all be so dickmatized with these niggas, man. Y'all be leaving y'all kids with these niggas. I only know the nigga 2 months. I ain't gonna even hold you. Look, I ain't even gonna hold you. I messed with this little stripper female or whatnot. She wanted to do this after hours so bad. She was willing to leave her baby with me for the evening while she go do her, what I'm saying, her after hour thing and all that. And we only knew each other for like what, 2-3 months, maybe, if that. But I gotta stop doing that. And even me, I know I'm charming and all that, but it's like, come on now, you gotta chill, my life. You just gotta, it ain't worth it because then shit like this happen.
Known him very long, Rosie and her daughter are living with Kennedy at the hotel.
She ain't known very
When
long.
Rosie enters their room, she sees Trinity on the bed and assumes she's taking an afternoon nap. Rosie knows her boyfriend is feeling frustrated with the toddler. He and Rosie then begin to discuss a different childcare plan for Trinity, like the possibility of enrolling her in daycare. At some point during their conversation, Rosie checks on Trinity. She realizes her daughter is unconscious and unresponsive. Scared and confused, Rosie calls 911. While Rosie is still on the phone with the dispatcher, an officer arrives at Quality Inn Hotel Room 206. Inside, he finds Rosie frantic. Trinity is lying on her back in the bed, still unconscious.
Damn.
Kennedy is in the room with them.
Ain't no way. Why was she unconscious? Why she was unconscious? I don't know. Quick little edit show on my bad. I had to go grab my sauce. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that know about this sauce, if you know, you know that pepper plant sauce. Let me know in the comment section if y'all know what's up with the pepper plant sauce. This go on everything. This fuck Frank's Red Hot. I put this shit on everything. Let's go.
Yes, my baby. Oh my God, baby. Tell him what happened.
Okay, so basically, I ended up giving her melatonin to like go to sleep.
No, babe. What did you do?
I gave her melatonin so she could go to sleep. I didn't think she would like freaking do all that.
No, but I don't know. I just got home from work and she's
This nigga said he gave her melatonin. Like, nigga, how much melatonin did you give her? Then he talking about I didn't think she was gonna do all that. Do all of what? Nigga, die? Get unconscious? Like, what is this nigga talking about? Bro, she's a 2-year-old. You're not a doctor, my nigga. You don't even know how much dosage, if you was to give her a little bit of melatonin, bro, you don't know how much Diamond Tap to give her, how much Benadryl to give her. This is a 2-year-old. And every baby has different tolerance levels and all that. So this nigga's watch who you leave with your kids. And then even besides even this is an extreme, obviously, but even besides that, what about other shit? Like niggas touching on kids and you know, I know every nigga ain't a creep. Don't get me wrong. Every nigga's not a creep. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, like, come on, people.
Oh, yes. Please help me. I'm about to have a heart attack. I just got back home.
Then a recording plays. It gives the officer instructions for administering CPR. In the background, Rosie and Kennedy can be heard arguing. Rosie's asking for answers.
Remove or cut those if needed.
I'm going to tell you everything, I swear.
And remove pads.
Next, place down rapidly 1/3 depth of chest, then release. Start CPR. Press.
Look at her face.
Though blurry, the body cam footage shows the officer pressing on the girl's chest. He's doing his best to stabilize the toddler until paramedics arrive. All the while, Rosie can be heard wailing on the other side of the room, undoubtedly hoping her baby girl wakes up. On the scene, paramedics continue life-saving measures for several minutes. The responding officer exits the room to find Rosie on the veranda with other law enforcement officers, a paramedic, and Kennedy. Rosie wants to know why her daughter's face is bruised.
She said something about bruising. Yeah, it's bruised on the face. That's your child?
Hold on. Okay, see, now we getting somewhere. Because now, at first it was just, oh, I just gave her melatonin. Nigga, why her face bruised? Why she look like that? Why she disfigured? Come on now.
Yes, that's
Your
my
child?
child. That's my child.
What about him? Is it his dad? Not your dad? Did you leave the baby with him and you went out or what?
Yeah.
I was at work.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Rosie speaks with officers and tries to come to terms with what's going on inside the hotel room, Kennedy remains silent. He leans against the wall and plays with his hands. While Rosie looks rightfully concerned, Kennedy appears nervous. Soon, Rosie walks past room 206 and takes a phone call.
What do you think happened?
I don't know, but he said he pinched her on cheek. Like
Does he do that usually?
No, he don't usually do it, but I know she can like act with,
Yeah. Right.
They start at 1.5 really. I don't even be on her. I don't whip her or nothing like that. Even like all my friends think I should restrict her. No, I don't. She's 2 years old.
Y'all finna hate me in the comment section. She said, I don't whoop her. So I'm not saying whooping solves everything, but I'm just saying it sounds like you don't really discipline her like that either. Usually when the females be saying, I don't whoop her, like she just do whatever, you just be telling her stuff, she don't listen. You be sending empty threats, she don't listen. Kid be running around, kid be running you, kid be talking to you all type of crazy. Not saying that the kid can't talk, it's only 2. She only 2. But yeah, we got to do better, people. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? Got to have a little bit of discipline in the house, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? At least to have some structure.
Yeah.
Everybody can't handle that, so that's what it looks like. Everybody can't handle that. I even tell them that I said, if you can't handle it, like, you know, because you're not used to being around kids.
Yeah.
You want to turn on is 538 over right now, because like, it was a financial situation to where I couldn't pay for daycare.
Although the audio is hard to make out, it sounds like Rosie is telling the officer that she does not condone or use physical punishment when disciplining her 2-year-old daughter. She says she's working to be able to afford daycare for Trinity.
Baby can't handle it. I'm gonna put her in daycare. That's just because I'm the parent. I would do whatever for my child.
Right.
I would put my child
Right.
day. So that's probably what it was. He got probably overwhelmed. He must have hit her or something because she had on her face. Like she bruised up on like my child's life.
At this point, Rosie doesn't know if her daughter will be okay. She's still putting together the pieces of what happened while she was at work. Body cam footage shows Rosie pulling out her phone to show the officer pictures of her daughter. She tells him Trinity turned 2 on April 9th and describes her as a happy baby who's already potty trained and knows everything.
He must have got overwhelmed with her. I don't know how much melatonin he gave her, but I always tell him, even let me know if you give her melatonin. I don't even tell him to.
I would assume he wouldn't have to give her a lot of melatonin, being she's a 2-year-old. She's a small 2-year-old at that, like, for it to have a negative effect.
So what is exactly, how much?
And I don't even give a whole ounce.
That's 2022, right?
I just recently got melatonin just because how she been up all day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I eat 85.
But that's another thing, though. Y'all can't just be feeding y'all kids melatonin and Benadryl and expecting them to just be passing out because y'all tired of them or whatever. Y'all put a leapfrog in their face. Y'all put a tablet in front of their face, give them some melatonin and just be like, all right, just do your own thing. Like, you got to be a parent, too. I'm not saying she not, but I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of females and a lot of niggas that just be brushing their kid off because they just be, you know what I'm saying, on their and they be antsy and they be on their nerves and all that, and they just be like, I'm gonna just feed them a bunch of melatonin and just throw an iPad in their arms and they'll be all right. Like, no, it's more to parenting than that. That'd be that new age parenting shit. Like,
Rosie appears anxious when their conversation is interrupted by another officer. She is still awaiting an update on her daughter's condition. The officer leads Rosie down to the police cruisers, where they ask her to wait.
damn.
At this point, Rosie is being kept separate from Kennedy.
Damn.
It's just procedure, okay? All right. Hey, ma'am, come here. I gotta pat you down first. Yeah. Just gonna pat you down for weapons. That's all it is, okay? You got a pen? Yeah. Okay.
Rosie looks a bit confused as the officer pats her down. Although Rosie isn't under arrest, the officer checks for weapons and instructs her to get into the cruiser. She waits there for some time before she's given any information about her daughter's condition. The officer then sits in the driver's seat of the cruiser while Rosie sits in the back. She asks the officer if Kennedy will be locked up if it turns out that he did something to her daughter.
Once we get there, we'll get there. We're not there yet. Okay.
The officer asks Rosie to confirm some of her daughter's identifying information before heading back upstairs to room 206. As the minutes pass, more cruisers arrive on the scene.
Damn.
Rosie, still sitting in the police cruiser, begins to question why so many officers have arrived at the hotel. As more time passes, she becomes increasingly frightened.
I just need somebody to talk to.
I know, they're about to come talk to you. They're about, you gotta stay in the car. I know you're frustrated. You gotta stay in the car and we're gonna come talk to you in a minute, okay? You gotta, listen, I don't know anything, so you gotta stay in the car and wait for one of them.
Why are they here?
All right, put your leg in the car.
Why are they here? I need to know something. They're not
Calls like this, everyone comes out. Calls like this, everyone comes out, okay? Just Put your leg in the car and have a seat, okay?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
They need to tell me something. I just need to talk to somebody.
All right, they're gonna come talk to you in a minute, okay? All right. Yeah, they're coming down in a minute, okay?
They keep saying a minute. What is it?
The terrified mother doesn't have to wait much longer to learn why there are so many officers on scene. It's impossible to know the exact words Rosie hears from the officers. But if
Damn. Everybody got choices. One bad decision. I'm not even saying this. I don't even know if this. Yeah, this. You gotta know people, man. Because at the end of the day, like I could sit up here and say that this is a bad decision, but then maybe she felt like she was comfortable with doing it. She knew him enough. But at the same time, like, man, you gotta give that shit some time, man. Fathers stay in y'all kids' life. Stay in y'all kids' life for sure. Shit like this.
a few moments later, she lets out a heartbroken cry. Despite paramedics' attempts to revive 2-year-old Trinity, she never wakes up. She is pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, Malik Kennedy waits in another police cruiser. From there, he's taken into custody to be questioned about the little girl's death. It's 8:23 p.m. when Kennedy finds himself in the interrogation room. He sits still and plays with his fingers, a common sign of unease among suspects. At one point, he looks up to the ceiling and mutters something to himself. After about an hour, Detective Blackburn and Corporal Limber enter the room. They greet him and begin the interrogation immediately.
My name is Detective Blackburn. This is Corporal Limber with the Gwinnett County Police Department. I'm just going to grab some basic information from you, okay?
Kennedy tells investigators he met Trinity's mom, Rosie, online about 6 months ago in December. On the first of the year, they started living together at the...
Then y'all met online. At that? And you already trusting this nigga with your baby? Boy, I tell you. Common sense ain't too common.
Woodmere Trace apartment complex in Duluth, Georgia.
You guys were living there. Was Trinity living with you guys?
Mm,
Did you guys have your own room?
no,
Where did you guys sleep at?
together.
Like, where in the apartment?
In my room?
Huh?
In my room?
Yeah, so you guys had your own bedroom then? Okay. And where did Trinity sleep at?
In the bed.
With you guys? Okay. And
I gotta keep pausing the video. The kid, far too many times, bro. I've seen it far too many times. Now you got the baby sleeping in the bed with y'all, or the baby in the same room with y'all. I know y'all doing y'all thug easy. I know you doing y'all thing in there. I know y'all. Come on, the baby watching. Like, oh, the baby it's only 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna remember. Woo. I know how folks get.
when did you guys start living at the Quality Inn?
Say about after March.
After work? Okay. Did you and your friend have a falling out? Is that like why did you leave the apartment?
It was due to eviction, basically.
Okay.
So,
Then whose idea was it to live in the hotel?
everybody's really.
Walk me through what happened today. Walk me through your day. Time you get up, what time?
Woke up around 10:40 something maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, about 10:40 something. And basically woke up in the normal. Rose go to work, and once she goes to work, I'm just watching training.
Okay.
From there, it's the normal. Watching her, make sure she eats and everything, but that's about it.
Okay. Now, how often do you watch Trinity?
A lot.
A lot. Like how many days a week?
Pretty much every day she worked. So it was just like maybe 5 days out the week,
Okay.
depending.
And how many hours?
Nigga, why you not out there working? This is why we cook right now. This is why women be looking at men the way they do. Why are you not working? You're the protector, you're the provider, you're the person to keep everybody safe. You should be working. I don't know your situation, bro. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Felonies and people be out of jail or people, but it's so many different ways to get a job out here. So many ways. You can do DoorDash, you can do Uber, you can do Lyft, you could do Instacart, you could do, you know what I'm saying? There's so many opportunities out here to make some money. It don't make no sense. It ain't no excuse, yo. It really ain't no excuse out here that ain't getting no money.
What day do you watch her?
Depends on what time she goes in, time she get off.
But I mean, does she usually work like an 8.5 hour day, or I mean, lunch and a dinner shift portion of it?
To like, it'll be like 3 to 1, 4 to 1.
Okay. So it's a lot of responsibility that it seems like for you.
It is. I mean, we talked about that.
So far, both Rosie and the investigators believe that Kennedy likely feels exhausted and overwhelmed by the responsibility of caring for the little girl.
So what time did she leave today for work?
She left around like 11.
11?
She had to be there about 11, so she left around like 11.
Okay. So when she left, kind of just walking through the day, what did you guys do in the room?
Well, from the moment she left, it was pretty just normal. I played my game. She's on her tablet or doing whatever she does, but you know, like I told Rose, she just has this thing where she'll flip out and start just doing the most, you know, like yeah. So she just always does the most, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. So her flipping out, like just misbehaving.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Like anything like you can imagine. From,
I don't know. Like explain to me. So what did she do today? What did she do today?
Knocking things over, just screaming, hollering, stuff like that.
Kennedy explains how Trinity exhibits typical 2-year-old behavior when he's with her. According to UNICEF Parenting, it's normal for a child to grow more independent and begin pushing boundaries at 2 years of age. Some people might call this phase the terrible twos.
It's just normal kid stuff, really. But terrible too, I guess, as I say, she was saying.
And does she do that with Rosie's when Rosie's in the room? Mm-hmm. Okay. And does Rosie allow that to happen? Yeah. Does Rosie discipline her? Like spank her on the butt or anything like that?
Not really.
No? Okay. Not really. Does she allow you to do that?
No.
No. Have you done that in the past?
To her?
Yeah. Like if she's misbehaving?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what do you do?
Normally, like before, like at first, I just like, it might be like I might.
This be a tricky situation because when it ain't your kid, it's already bad enough they don't want you spanking your own kids, like your own blood related, came out your whole, you know what I'm saying, kids. But when you a step parent, would be breaking up a lot of relationships too. Like I've been in a relationship with a female that had kids and all that, and she wasn't going for the discipline, like damn near like no type of discipline. It don't even gotta be physical. It could be like, oh, I made him do some push-ups, or oh, I put him on timeout, or oh, I took the game away. If you ain't they daddy, it's a wrap for that.
Pop her, and then like if anything else, then she's standing in a corner, like you know, she's just standing in the corner. That's it. Or I might not give her something like juice and the sugars and stuff that she be wanting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I take that away. She don't get it.
And how do you pop her? Describe that to me.
They finna line this man up.
Like that. Like it's like a pop. It's the same thing as a popper.
Mm-hmm. So what went on in the room today with her? What was her misbehaving? What was kind of just?
I told Rose, I said, you know, it started from her just screaming and spilling her juice and just spilling it everywhere, like doing it on purpose and doing things like let's say kick the lamp over, or she might just spilling juice and screaming. Mm-hmm. That's the most she really does. You know, just not listening. So that's it.
The detective asked Kennedy what was happening while Trinity was allegedly misbehaving. According to Kennedy, he was trying to play a video game.
When she's acting up and spilling the juice and kicking the lamp.
That boy was in there trying to get it in Call of Duty. That boy was on GTA. He had 5 stars, and he was trying to get away, and the kid was annoying him, and that frustrated him. And let's see what else happened.
What do we do?
Normally,
How do we punish her?
Normally, I just like I'll tell her to stop, or basically like I'll grab her up, and that's it. That's about it.
Okay. Well, it seemed like she didn't stop today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did we correct that?
There was no correction really. It was simple as just the normal, just like I said, pop her or I'll grip her up.
You do what? Sorry, I
grip her up. Really, that's it.
Shit.
It sounds like Detective Blackburn and Corporal
They lined him up. They lined him up to tell on himself. Even if he did just grab her like, hey, stop, you know what I'm saying? They gonna say that that's what damn near killed her or something like that. Like, they gonna line him up. They gonna line niggas up every time, bro.
Want Kennedy to explain how Trinity ended up with bruising on her face. Did he pop the 2-year-old hard enough to bruise her cheek?
Now, did you ever give her any medicine today?
Yeah, I did.
What did you give her? Melatonin. Okay. When did you give her that?
I just got paid $60,000.
Man, y'all gotta stop with these little quick fix remedies. You know what I'm saying? These quick fix remedies that ain't it. That ain't it. These quick fix remedies, I mean, it work a little bit, but you got to be a parent, and he's obviously not a parent because, well, I mean, not her parent at least. That's not her kid, his kid.
Why did I give it to her?
When? What time?
When? I don't know the time. Maybe 3, 2.
I'm sorry?
Maybe 3, 2.
Okay. So where did you put it in?
I just gave it to her in the regular how we always do.
I don't know.
So just give it to her in her mouth.
Okay. So
like a drop. It's a drop. Just.
So how many drop? Like how much did you give her today?
Pretty good amount. Like.
Oh my gosh. He is lining himself up. They gonna say, "Oh, you gave her too much." He didn't already said it right there. Was a pretty good amount. A pretty good amount. A pretty good amount is overdose. Man, this boy is about to line himself up right in front of our eyes.
Wait, almost says almost. Not really at the top.
Kennedy's statement lines up with the evidence found in the hotel room. During the initial search of the room, law enforcement marked a bottle of Zarbee's melatonin as evidence. Despite the label, which states the dietary supplement is meant for kids ages 3 and up, Kennedy admits to giving.
It's over with. It's over. It's over, Rover. You're not supposed to get that shit to nobody under 3 years old. It's over with. They like he cooked. He cooked. It's over with. 3 years old, 6 years old, 12 years old. And then you was gonna turn around and say, I gave her a good amount. It's OV. Pack it up. Stick a fork in him. He done, coach. It's over with.
Trinity half a dropper's worth of melatonin, or 0.5 milliliters. Trinity is only 2 years old.
How long before is she sleeping? How long does it usually take to kick in? Today.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
No, because I'll be honest, I normally never know how long it takes to kick in.
So what time did you put her in the bed?
Well, she been in and out of the bed early, so it was more so she been in and out of the bed. She was never like in the bed permanently. She just was in and out of the bed. But I think after my mom left, she took a nap. Woke back up. 3, 4. So it's, I don't know, 2, 3.
That's what time she fell asleep.
In and out. She was in and out, going to sleep.
Okay. And then what time did Rosie get back to the room today?
Like 5, something.
Now, how did she get into the room?
I let her.
Hmm?
I let her.
Is that right? Okay. Now, when she's in the room, where's Trinity at?
In the bed.
Still in bed? Okay. And then at what point did she pick her up? Or, I mean, kind of, like I said, I'm trying to figure out the timeline. Right?
Check on her. She tried to check, like she was checking on her, like we was talking about it. I had told her like normally, like if Trinity does something, and then I basically like I was like I pinched her, and then she was like, like okay, today. So she's like, you gotta be careful. She bruises.
So where you didn't mention the part of pinching. So where did you pinch her at?
But that was it. So I did that on her cheek though.
On her cheek, which side?
Bruh, they trying to double line him up. Not only is they already got him with the melatonin. They already got bruh. Like you ain't supposed to give a 2-year-old the melatonin. It's 3 and up. So you already cooked on that. Now they just trying to deep fry this man and throw him in the oven on 450. They talking about the pension. They got to see all of that. They trying to get this boy a double, triple. You know what I'm saying? Intent to kill, all that. They trying to cook this man. I kind of feel if he didn't do any of the other stuff, if he didn't bruise her or something like that, or the baby might have fell off the bed or something. If he didn't do that, I'm a low-key feel sorry for him because he gave her too much melatonin. But you're supposed to know that, bro. It says it on the Bible. I said it on the bottle. I would have told her like, "Yo, the baby only 2 years old. We can't give him that." But he was so frustrated.
The pinch explains the fingernail marks and bruises found on Trinity's face. Because Kennedy didn't mention that part in the beginning of their conversation, investigators wonder what else Kennedy might have to share with them.
Why did you pinch her for?
Pretty much the crying and everything else, same thing. It was pretty much a add-on, like an add-up.
What's everything else?
But just the crying, the kicking stuff over, spilling juice, doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So you got pretty agitated today, huh? Yeah. I guess I saw the text message. I saw the text messages that you sent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it just today that she was just? It's not terrible twos kind of just kicked in like
it's every day.
Yeah. You just tired of it.
Damn, he cooking himself. Cooking himself.
These text messages you have never seen in the past before. So why did it bother you today?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you were pretty much venting to her.
Yeah, I was venting to her.
Well, I mean, I didn't see it was in the previous messages.
Didn't say in the text messages. I just always vent to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always tell her. But I know it was another text. I actually texted her not too long ago. It was before this. I texted her. Yeah, I was venting to her. But normally I don't text her. Or if I do, either I text her or I talk to her.
Detective Rockburn gives Kennedy the opportunity to explain how his frustration with the little girl might have led to violent or aggressive behavior. Based on Kennedy's text messages with Rosie, investigators believe he was angry while babysitting Trinity.
So there's some other markings in the baby's face.
Yeah, she hit her head earlier today, and it was also my fault because my mom seen it like when she walked out, and I have.
Oh my gosh. This man is souffle at this point. This man is deep fried Cajun catfish. He's done. You hear me? You can wrap this video up right now. He's done. He talking about, now she hit her head. That was my fault too. Nigga, you just told on yourself 3 times. It's over with. It's over with. Melatonin, 1. Pinched her on her face. They gonna overexert that, and angry big black man. They gonna make you look bigger than the Hulk. And you pinching a 2-year-old. That's not your baby. So now you look like a monster. That's 2. and now you're talking about the baby hit her head, and that was your fault too. How was it your fault? Elaborate. Give us more. Yeah. Okay. Cooking yourself, boy. Cooking yourself. Then you over here fidgeting and agitating, and your fingers and your hands is all moving. You look nervous. I get it. And this is
put her on the bed. Her head hit the headboard.
Your mumbling. Can you
Her head hit the headboard,
Okay.
basically.
So when did that happen?
That was right before she left, like right before she left.
Who left?
Rose.
Okay. And where are the other markings on her face?
From either past or past, really.
What?
From the past, really. Like, basically, I'm not. This is not my first time. Like I'd be like pinch her or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that would be my way of like she'll tell me like you gotta find a way to like work it out or whatever it is, and I just like I'm trying to figure out like how to handle it or whatever. And that's the way I end up going about it. Just pinch her.
How hard did you pinch her?
See what they doing. See how they playing. See how they
When you
playing.
pinched her today, did she cry?
Did you pinch her?
Shows her.
On a scale of
She
1,000.
cries?
Starting today, anyone are permitted to use physical punishment with their young children, even a toddler like Trinity, in all 50 states. But when does that punishment cross the line and become physical abuse?
'Cause
Generally,
the way that y'all be really-
physical abuse is defined as any non-accidental physical injury to the child. Georgia's definition states that the person inflicting child abuse could be any person purposefully responsible for the care of the child. That includes any adult who has access to the child because of their relationship with the parent.
When we talked to Rosie, she never told me about
So what are they
hitting
saying
the
though?
head on
They saying she gonna get charged too
Right.
for leaving a child in his care? Like, what is they saying though? Hold on, let me go. I'm gonna let y'all tell me in the comments, but what that mean? That she might get responsible for this too?
I mean,
Didn't even
Oh, world.
think about it.
No J. Cole.
To even tell you, or I don't know.
She had the right state of mind to tell us that you pinched her.
I'm not saying she had the right side of mind, but I'm saying she definitely probably not thinking about that, like to add that, so.
something like that, kid hitting the head on the headboard, that's be pretty tragic. So
I mean, yeah.
So was she in the room when it happened?
She was leaving.
Okay, so she probably out of the room then, huh?
Yeah, she was leaving.
Though Kennedy agrees with the detective here, he shakes his head no, which could indicate he's being dishonest.
So what else happened in that room today?
That was it. Nah, pretty much just we went through that whole stage of going through that. Me and Trinity, we have our own thing. We just bump heads. And
Did you just get fed up today?
I mean, I can't lie. I was angry. That's the clear. That's the
No, trying to play your video game. Screaming on top of her lungs, right?
They doing this man so dirty, but he doing it to himself though. He doing it to himself though, but they doing him so dirty. Yeah, just trying to play your video game, huh? Kid screaming behind you, huh? You're just trying to play your Call of Duty and all that, like you guys do, He just going along with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did the neighbors knock on the door?
No.
Room service come to the door?
That's my lawyer.
Did the hotel staff come to the door? Say, hey, what the hell's going on here?
No, they just no.
Kennedy tells investigators he is always aggravated. When asked what aggravates him, Kennedy says it could be anything.
Anything can agitate me. Anything.
But more or less today, you were really agitated because the kid was crying.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
I'd say yeah.
So how did Trinity get the bump on the head? Really?
Headboard.
So now you're proving that you're a hacker.
Okay.
You give him all the ammunition.
Was it cut on the lip?
Yeah, there's multiple.
She bailed it.
No,
Well,
that wasn't a bite mark.
but regardless of, you're gonna tell me something, but I'm just gonna go in my side. So she bumped her head.
What about the lip though?
And up in the lip, she like, bumped.
Did,
Yeah,
did that happen today?
it happened today.
Okay. Now, how did it happen?
Probably when I made her head on headboard.
You made her hit her
You made
head,
her
boy.
hit her head on the headboard?
Not like
Ooh,
I did it. Like I just did it.
this nigga is singing like Maxwell on that one song. Woo, 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 woo. He's singing on himself. He tell it, boy. Can't nobody tell on himself better than he did. Man, look. You're done, boy. Boy, you're done. You're done, son. You're done. They finna fry you up and post you on the wall of shame. You're done.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what's even making me go to, like, it's the fact that like when I did that and everything, like it wasn't intentional. It's not
No, I know.
on purpose.
Listen,
It's not.
and we're not saying you did it on purpose, okay? So I mean, we're just trying to get your side of the story, man. Okay. So how did you make her hit her head on the headboard? Walk me through it.
I was like, I don't know, like I had just like really put her in the bed, like I don't know, and then she had it, like I don't know. I guess it was the way I did it.
Mhm.
So when I did it, it was weird. However I did it, I mean, it hit the headboard. My mom asked, she was like, she said something to me. She was like, she said something. I don't remember what she said, but I remember her saying she got on me about it, and I was like, because we just had argument or whatever.
So did you pick the kid up and throw the kid against the headboard?
No, it was more like
I said, you're not describing, like you're not doing a very good job explaining it. So
not pretty good at all, really, when it comes to things.
okay, take a deep breath, relax. Just how did you do it?
They continue to press Kennedy about Trinity's injuries. He claims he doesn't know anything about the cuts on Trinity's lip. Then, he finds himself caught in an obvious lie.
So why are there bloody towels in the trash can? Tell me about
From
that.
her lip.
Hmm?
From her lip. Her lip was bleeding.
And how did her lip start bleeding?
From her, I assume most part I assume it was from her.
Although Kennedy already stated he didn't know anything about the cuts to Trinity's lip, he now indicates that he used towels to clean up her blood. At this moment, Corporal Limber gets up from his chair and leaves the room. To get a clearer picture of how the 2-year-old could have sustained her injuries, he brings in a baby doll.
It's over with.
Do me a favor and show me how you grab
Blood
her.
on the towel, so you
Like
gotta
how you
clean it up.
toss her against the headboard.
Like
Then they're lining him up.
Just the headboard.
They're lining him
How far
up.
away were you?
pretty close, like this. He's like,
Okay, so show me how you grabbed her. Just pretend that this is the size.
I really don't know.
Okay, well, how would you know?
I just know, like, however I did it, I ended up like, I don't know, just, I don't know, like, put her on the bed, like, I don't know, like,
getting
do her in the bed,
frustrated right
and then, like,
now.
she hit her head on it.
The traumas and the anger is coming out now. Oh my gosh, this boy is cooked. That's how they do it. His trauma and anger is coming out now. You see how he knocked on the table? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just.
Her mom, like, literally said something to me about it, and I was like, okay, like.
Listen, we know Rosie wasn't in the room at that time. Okay, that's something that she would have told
She knows she left, even if she didn't tell you guys. Okay. This is why I don't even want to talk,
That's
like,
okay.
because, like,
we need to figure
I feel
out what
like,
happened.
yeah, I'm trying, but you saying she didn't tell you that part, like I'm lying or something, like.
We're not saying you're lying.
It's just, she was leaving, like, I don't know, y'all can go back and ask, like, she'll probably, she left, like, when she was leaving, she said something to me, like, it was right before she walked out, like, she was already, like, halfway out the door, like,
okay.
She was there.
All right, so let's get past that. How did you grab? Show me how you normally grab.
How
her.
you keep pushing the baby?
How do you normally grab? Her?
Her
Her name's Rose, right?
Trinity.
Trinity, sorry. How do you normally grab Trinity?
Like I might pick her up like this.
Okay. So how did you do it today?
Same thing.
Kennedy refuses to demonstrate how he picked Trinity up or how he made her hit her head on the headboard. He appears frustrated and nervous.
It's ever different. It's always the same. It's either, like I say, from the crime, from the work schedule, from even what I do. Like I'm not even just saying from like dealing with her, even from what I do, like the whole process. Like if I punish her, and that could be any way. That's taking away your tablet, your juice, the sweets, make you go stand in the corner. Even if I pinch her cheek, and I'm not doing this to be like that. You know, as my mom told me, you know, and I tell her I don't do that to, you know, like be like that. It's her, you know, and I gotta learn to, because I'm new and it's all new. So I'm just like.
As Kennedy tries to express why he became upset in the hotel room, he seems angry at Trinity. He even calls the toddler irritating.
We need a small business loan fast.
That's crazy, yo. This man is frying himself. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Just
He's frying himself.
You're crying, and I know the difference between you just being irritated, like, or irritating. Either way, I know the difference. So, like.
So what was the difference today?
You know, it's always the same, like I said. It's never not a difference. It's always the same thing.
So did you take her tablet away today?
Yeah.
And did she continue to cry?
Tablet, everything, yeah.
Detective Rockburn asks Kennedy what else he did to punish Trinity. He repeats that he gave the little girl melatonin, but he doesn't elaborate on any physical abuse that happened in the hotel room.
Because even if you gave her a vial of melatonin, she would have woken up.
Mm-hmm.
And Rosie grabbed her. So why didn't she not wake up?
I don't know. Because before Rose even came, she was asleep. She was fine. So.
So why were there bloody towels in the trash can?
I already answered that.
Well, it was more from there was a lot of blood more from it than just a cutlet.
No, that was all good.
Let me see your hands, Malik. From on the table.
Malik puts both hands palm side down on the table, likely so investigators can look for signs of any struggle that might have ensued.
So what'd you do with your hands today?
You assuming I beat her? I hit her or something?
I'm not assuming that. I said, what did you do with your hands?
That's assuming, basically.
No.
That's basically you're trying to tell me I was hitting her or something like that. Like, I already peeped the whole entire game, man. And it's like, I'm trying to tell you guys what happened, what I did, what's going on, everything. And
You are, but I think you're leaving some parts out.
If you peeped the game already, boy, you would have shut up long time ago about some shit.
There's no parts left being out. That I promise that. Like, I already know. So I'm just like.
What do you already know?
The way you guys are coming at me, like, do I need to just go ahead and just?
I don't know how we're.
Listen. We have a dead baby in room 206. Okay, you were the last person with Trinity. I understand, you know, you've been tasked out with this responsibility that you probably don't want nothing to do with. Because how old are you? 24?
24.
Okay, you don't have any kids yourself. So why should you have to be watching this child when it's not even your responsibility?
It's a wrap. I'm trying to tell you. Damn.
Right?
I don't want you to put it like that.
Okay, but it's been a lot to you. it's been hard on you. Let's put it that way, right?
Right.
Okay, you're 24 years old. You're trying to support your girlfriend, and now you got to support a child, and you're working full time. And now when she's working, you have to watch the child, and then you probably have to get ready for work, right?
Support her. Get ready for work
today.
Yeah.
And it blew up today.
It's
It is a lot. You're young, man. I understand. You got agitated. You're trying to play your game. She's running around screaming her head off. You're probably worried about that it's bothering the next door neighbors. But listen, man, you need to be honest with me and tell me what happened in that room, okay? Because a bottle of melatonin isn't going to hurt the baby.
Maybe it's because I was just too aggressive.
Okay.
Oh, it's over with. Cut the camera.
Just take a deep
Cut
breath.
it off. We don't even need to watch no more. He broke. I mean, if this is his good conscience coming out, it's over with, bro. You've been telling on yourself the whole time, but you really just, oh my God, signed, sealed, delivered to the precinct. You go.
How are you too aggressive?
Like I just don't know my own strength. I don't know. Like maybe I heard her.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
Of course we're getting.
But I don't know how.
Okay,
that's the part that's blowing me. I don't know how I hurt her.
It's on top of your tongue, okay? You want to tell me what happened. And you know what? I think you'd feel better if you did tell me what happened. You need somebody to talk to right now. You just can't hold this in. It's a lot for you.
Though during the interrogation, Kennedy was hesitant to describe the details of what happened in Hotel Room 206, more information about the physical abuse he inflicted on Trinity comes out at trial. The cause of death was clear: homicide. It took the jury only one day to come to a decision. On May 2nd, 2024, the 3-year anniversary of Trinity's death, Kennedy was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Watch who you got around your kids. Fathers, stay in y'all kids' lives. Women, be more cautious. Fellas, I wouldn't advise if you were a stepfather, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even advise putting your hands on the kids. I get it. I mean, I get it. Like, you know, I might have something else worked out, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just speaking from my experience. It didn't work out for me as far as, you know what I'm saying, disciplining somebody else's kids. I think I got to start my own family. I mean, but I tried it before, so don't come for me in the comment section. But let me know, though. Let me know if I'm tripping or whatever, or let me know. But at the end of the day, you was already cooked for the too much melatonin. But damn, rest in peace to baby girl. Hopefully nothing happened with the other girl. Let me see.
After Trinity's passing, her family held a candlelight vigil in her honor. They decorated with balloons and wore pink, like the outfits Trinity used to wear and admire in the mirror. Her obituary says Trinity exemplified love, laughter, bravery, and joy in its purest form. She's described and remembered as joy personified. She was laid to rest on May 14th, 2021. There may never be true closure for Trinity's family, but less than a month after what would have been her 5th birthday, there was justice in the form of the conviction of her killer.
Damn. Well, at least nothing happened to the mom. You know, she didn't get hit with child neglect or nothing like that, but y'all already know. Hey, ring that doorbell before y'all leave. Hit that like button. I want y'all to go ahead and backflip on that subscribe button. I'll catch y'all later. Gwalla gang.